Arriving station.
Is this something you think more cities should look into?
Definitely.
Why so?
Easy way to get around, easy way to see the city. Doesn't cost much. Just a fun way to spend the day.
For university freshman Felicia Jean, the train is more than an attraction. Along with other students from Arizona State University, Jean is taking classes in downtown Phoenix as well as the main campus in Tempe. The light rail provides a vital link.
I get to get here back and forth from Tempe to here faster instead of riding the regular bus. It takes forever. So yeah, I guess I get to school here faster.
From this first phase, officials want to expand to 57 miles as part of a regional plan. The proposed extension includes Glendale, west of Phoenix.
The West Valley is a booming area. How do we connect with that? Potentially on I-10 West. There was a 50-foot median there where it would be a great place to have some sort of high-capacity transit in the future, so we're definitely looking at that. And plus this area is growing by leaps and bounds, and so the idea that it's just highways and roadways to be enhanced is simply won't do when we're talking about this amount of people. So it is a great blend that we have here in terms of transportation. I hope to see it only grow.
Thank you for riding Metro.
It's a sentiment that's shared by many riders who say they'd be happy to use more public transportation as an alternative to their cars.
Okay, well I want to stress that the Phoenix system is all on the street, but actually the system that would probably end up in Honolulu would be a mixture of elevated and street level.
Right.
Now, the last section of the video talks about the new wireless light rail technology, and that is we've got some video that has been taken in France. Right now, there are no systems in North America, but this is in Bordeaux, France, and it shows what the city spaces look like without any wires, and it is truly a magnificent. It's a great new technology, and we've even got some pictures of what how the system works as it goes from wired to wireless. And as you can see, this train is passing, and it has a power arm extended up above it right now. And when it comes to this stop that you see right now, you're going to see that arm, that armature, suddenly drop down. And that's basically when, as it enters the city center, it goes wireless.
Great.
So you'll see there you have a bicyclist go by, and then there you can see the power arm dropping in the distance on top of the train. So now it is wireless. Now, here again, it's coming from the city center, it's running on wireless power, and as it gets out into the suburb, it's going to pull into a stop, and immediately you're going to see the little armature kind of pop up from the car and touch the overhead wires. And so it is cheaper to run a overhead wire. It's a little bit less expensive. So these cities typically run it in the suburbs that way. So we want to say that we have reviewed these light rail systems, and we've come up with some very distinct advantages of light rail, and one of them is certainly construction cost, construction time. All of those things are 1/2 or less than heavy rail. You've got much more flexibility in your routing. You've got expansion options. You've even got transit-oriented development, which can, and this is the infill around rail stations, tends to occur throughout the route rather than just at the station.
That's great.
And finally, you've got much less environmental impact. So, in conclusion, the AIA Honolulu urges that the city consider some sort of an at-grade and partially elevated light rail technology for this proposed rapid transit system in Honolulu.
Yes, well, I'm sure also this is very interesting to people who are really worried about the cost. But the question on people's minds is it possible to change from what the city is planning to something like this?
Yeah, that's the thing. We are urging a change in technology right now, and nowhere is technology written into a contract or stone or anything absolutely irreversible at this point.
And what does that mean? We're going into building the guideway right now.
Yeah.
So are you saying that the whatever goes on the guideway is not carved in stone?
That's correct. That is absolutely correct. Even this first 6-mile segment, which the city has let a contract for, it's only for a guideway. There's no stations yet, and there's no maintenance facility yet, because that comes in the next phase. So again, a guideway, and currently it's an elevated guideway, those 6 miles, but it could, what kind of a track, what kind of cars you could put on that guideway are still up for negotiation.
And this new technology that you were showing us, this wireless, could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Well, yeah, there are 5 companies currently that are making a wireless technology. They call it catenary-free light rail system.
Catenary is the wire.
Catenary is the overhead power wire. That's been the traditional power source for light rail, but it has now been developed by 5 different companies with 5 different methods. There is now a way to put that wire or that power source in the ground and yet still make it safe for pedestrians and cars. And so we have a little, we've included a little video tonight which explains just how one company has made their version of catenary-free light rail.
And can we see that video now?
Yeah, no, yes. I would really, I think that would be very exciting.
Unlike conventional catenary operation, it provides contactless power transfer for urban rail vehicles without using overhead lines. For any urban community, the benefits are evident. Overhead wires and power poles are eliminated. Urban spaces are opened up. A city's attractiveness is increased. The Prime Move solution ensures continuous energy supply. The power transfer takes place underneath the vehicle, safe and contactless.
Wow, that's impressive. I love that. Can you imagine how this technology would look on Oahu?
Yeah, I mean, it's really, I think it makes perfect sense for Honolulu, because we are a city that prizes ourselves on our tourist destinations
and the beauty
and our
of
natural
these
views.
Islands. Right.